Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Portland Riverhogs and the Brooklyn Beats. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Calais Campbell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down, Portland.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
Drake, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Drake, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, a run with Breida. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. He'll set up the screen to Drake. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Brooklyn, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Ben to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown!
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they have a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Taken in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
82 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Good.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Here we go. Here we go. Jack 16.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
This is Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 11. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden.
Past the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 56 yards.
1st down, Riverhawk.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Carlson is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, they find some open field here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's complete to Gandy Golden.
The pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
River Hogs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This one fielded at the 5. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. Now Drake. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Formation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home.